Hey there, cosmic trailblazers. Imagine a galactic summit where humanity's hope for peace dangles by a thread, only to be a deadly trap set by a cunning alien empire. Picture Earth's fate hinging on a fake treaty with a hidden invasion fleet ready to crush our world. But what if humanity's been playing possum-wielding secret tech that could outsmart the stars? When the trap springs, will our heroes rewrite the galaxy's future or ignite a war that burns it all to ash? Buckle up for the Nexus Betrayal, a heart-pounding, gut-busting HFY epic that'll rocket you through cunning courage and cosmic stakes. The crimson dawn of Nexara painted the Nexus spire in hues of molten fire, its obsidian towers soaring like jagged claws against a sky streaked with violet clouds. The air thrummed with the buzz of hover drones and the clamor of alien tongues, a symphony of hope and deceit, as delegates from 100 worlds gathered for the Concord Summit, a historic bid to forge peace among the stars. At the heart of the spire, in a chamber of polished crystal walls and pulsing holographic displays, Ambassador Elena Kors stood resolute, her dark skin catching the light, her close-cropped white hair a stark contrast to her tailored navy suit. Her hazel eyes, sharp as a predator's, scanned the room, a faint scar on her cheek, a relic from a pirate raid on the Orion Veil hinting at a life tempered in fire. As Earth's lead diplomat, she bore the weight of 57 secret colonies, her calm facade masking a mind that raced like a quantum processor, calculating every move in a game where one misstep could doom humanity. The Galactic conquered, a coalition led by the Zorath, had invited Earth to sign a peace treaty promising mutual defense and trade, a beacon of unity in a galaxy scarred by war. But Elena knew the truth, had known it for decades. Earth's quantum entanglement communicators, hidden from prying alien eyes, had intercepted the Zorath's encrypted chatter, revealing a sinister plot to embed backdoors in Earth's defense grid through the treaty's fine print, paving the way for a 5,000 warship invasion fleet cloaked behind Nexara's moon. The Zorath, towering insectoids, with shimmering exoskeletons and mandibles that clicked like war drums, saw humanity's rapid expansion, 12 public colonies, 45 covert, as a threat to their iron grip on the stars. Elena's mission was no mere diplomacy. It was a high-stakes gambit to play the naive newcomer, sign the treaty, and spring a trap that would flip the galactic chessboard. Beside her stood Admiral Marcus Dre, Earth's top military strategist, his broad shoulders filling a crisp black uniform, blue eyes piercing beneath a salt and pepper buzz cut. His weathered face, etched with lines from battles fought and won, held the stoic calm of a man who'd stared down death and smirked his presence a silent vow of humanity's hidden might. Dr. Kalia Reza, a wary scientist with a mischievous grin that belied her genius, adjusted her glasses, her mind a vault of secrets, phase-shifting technology, gravitational anomaly detectors, and a containment field derived from Nexara's ancient ruins, a relic of a civilization that once tamed the planet's storms. Advisors Tara Lynn, a serene diplomat with an uncanny knack for reading alien cues, and Nathan Wells, a nervous but brilliant data analyst whose algorithms had cracked Zorath's codes, completed the delegation, each a cog in humanity's meticulously crafted machine. Across the chamber, General Valthar Creon of the Zorath loomed, his exoskeleton, a radiant green mandibles clicking rhythmically as his 4 amber eyes locked onto Elena. At 8 feet tall, he dwarfed the humans, his ceremonial armor clinking with metals earned from subjugating a dozen worlds, each conquest a testament to his ruthless ambition. His voice, a low rumble that vibrated the crystal floor, carried the weight of unchallenged authority. Ambassador Kors, the conquered welcomes Earth to this historic summit. The treaty will usher in an era of peace. Elena's smile was polite, her eyes guarded, sensing the lie woven into his words like poison in silk. "We're honored, General. Humanity seeks only friendship." Her words were sweet, but her mind was a fortress, plotting each step in a dance where one misstep meant annihilation. Creon's Deputy Lieutenant Zikra, a smaller Zorath with twitching antennae and crests that flared with nervous excitement, clutched a data tablet, her mandibles clicking rapidly. "All preparations for the signing ceremony are complete," she chirped, her voice betraying a smug certainty, as if the humans were already prey caught in a web. Elena nodded, catching a glint of arrogance in Creon's eyes, the look of a predator certain of its kill. She knew their plan. The treaty's hidden clauses would grant the Zorath access to Earth's defense grid, allowing their cloaked fleet to strike with surgical precision, reducing humanity's colonies to ash. But humanity had been watching, listening, and preparing, and the ancient technology buried beneath Nexara's spire held the key to their counterstrike. The chamber buzzed with delegates from across the galaxy, Pleridians, with shimmering silver skin that reflected the light like liquid mirrors, Valther with bioluminescent crests that pulsed like living stars, and serpentine Naga, whose scales glinted with an oily sheen, each species eyeing the humans with a mix of curiosity, skepticism, or thinly veiled disdain. Among them, Ambassador Celira of the Pleridian Federation approached Elena, her large silver eyes gleaming with an empathic warmth that stood out in the sea of calculated diplomacy. Her voice was soft, almost musical, carrying a sincerity that felt like a rare oasis in the desert of deceit. "This treaty is a dream of peace," Ambassador Kors. "The Pleridian Federation believes in humanity's potential to enrich the galaxy." Elena's smile warmed, genuine this time, sensing Celira's authenticity, a beacon of hope in a web of lies. "We share that dream, Ambassador. Let's make it a reality." Celira's eyes flickered, her empathic senses catching a trace of Elena's guarded resolve, but she nodded blissfully, unaware of the storm brewing beneath the surface. Days before the summit, Elena had dispatched Dr. Reza and Nathan Wells to infiltrate Nexara's obsidian sanctum, a labyrinth of glowing runes and ancient machinery buried deep beneath the spire, a relic of a civilization that had once harnessed the planet's electromagnetic storms to touch the stars. The sanctum's air was thick with the hum of forgotten power, its walls whispering secrets of a people lost to time. Reza's grin was sharp as she ran her fingers over a crystalline console, her eyes alight with the thrill of discovery. "This containment field generator's a game changer," she muttered, her voice echoing in the cavernous chamber. "It'll freeze their fleet like bugs in amber." Nathan, sweat beading on his brow, nodded as his algorithms mapped the sanctum's power grid, his fingers trembling but precise. "Zorath's ships won't know what hit them." Their exploration uncovered a darker secret, a superweapon capable of vaporizing Nexara and its orbiting fleet, a temptation that could end the Zorath threat in a heartbeat. Elena, briefed via secure comms, rejected it outright, her voice firm. "We're not here to destroy a planet. We win with brains, not butchery." Her choice, rooted in humanity's moral compass, would later sway Celira, planting the seed for an alliance that could reshape the stars. As the delegation moved to the treaty room, a vast hall where a crystalline table gleamed under the light of a holographic treaty hovering like a false promise, Elena's pulse quickened, a steady drumbeat of anticipation. The document was a masterpiece of deception, its benevolent phrases about cooperation and mutual defense masking backdoors that would hand Earth's defenses to the Zorath on a silver platter. Creon gestured with a flourish, his exoskeleton catching the light like a polished blade. "A new era awaits our signatures, a testament to the Conquered's vision." Elena's team exchanged subtle glances. Dre's jaw clenched. Reza's grin sharpened Terra's calm, held like a shield. Nathan's fingers twitched with nervous energy. They were ready, a coiled spring waiting to unleash. Before the signing, Dre stepped forward holding an ornate wooden box carved with intricate patterns, a gift that belied its true purpose. "General Valthar, a token from Earth," he said, his voice steady, blue eyes locked on Cryon's. "A sphere containing our planet's water, soil, and air, symbols of the life we share." Cryon accepted it, his mandibles spreading in a false smile, the gesture dripping with condescension. Most thoughtful, he rumbled, his amber eyes glinting with the certainty of victory. Reza stepped up, her voice bright but edged with mischief. "It also holds a data crystal with Earth's culture, our music, art, science to share who we are." Celera's silver eyes glowed with genuine emotion, her voice soft. "Beautiful. I'll ensure it's honored in the Galactic Hall of Diplomacy." Cryon's gaze lingered on the sphere, oblivious to the quantum trigger nestled within a silent harbinger of his downfall. As the treaty reading commenced, Elena observed the delegates' reactions with a predator's focus. Celera's hopeful sincerity, the Valthar's wary skepticism, the Naga's cold indifference. Cryon's voice boomed, outlining promises of defense and trade, each word a carefully crafted lie that rolled off his mandibles like venom. But Elena's team remained composed, their calm a silent weapon, their eyes betraying nothing of the storm they were about to unleash. Reza's fingers brushed her datapad, poised to activate the containment field buried in the sanctum's depths, a marvel of ancient engineering that could immobilize an entire fleet with a single pulse. Nathan monitored signals through a hidden earpiece, his algorithms confirming the Zorath fleet's position behind Nexara's moon, their cloaking technology betrayed by the gravitational distortions humanity had learned to detect decades ago. Celera concluded the reading, her voice trembling with emotion, a beacon of hope in the sea of deceit. "And thus we pledge eternal friendship between the Galactic Conquered and humanity." She turned to Elena, her silver eyes shining. "Ambassador, will you do us the honor of signing first?" Elena stepped forward, her hand hovering over the holographic signature field, her heart a steady drumbeat of resolve when a piercing alert shattered the crystalline calm of the chamber. Zikra's voice crackled through the comms, shrill with panic. "General energy surges across Nexara. Systems are failing. The fleet reports malfunctions." Cryon's crests flared, his mandibles clicking in fury, his exoskeleton vibrating with rage. But before he could bark an order, the blue sphere on the table pulsed with a soft, ominous light, and a containment field erupted, a wave of invisible energy that froze every non-human in the room. In place, their bodies locked as if caught in amber. Elena's diplomatic mask fell, her hazel eyes blazing with cold steel as she stepped in front of the immobilized Cryon, her voice sharp enough to cut through the stunned silence. "General Valthar, you look shocked. Did you genuinely believe we missed your 5,000 warships skulking behind Nexara's moon? Did you think your cloaking technology was beyond our grasp?" Admiral Dre joined her, his voice hard as granite blue eyes boring into Cryon's. "That's not a diplomatic escort, General. That's an invasion force. Sloppy." Dr. Reza grinned, adjusting her glasses with a flourish, her tone dripping with mock pity. "Containment fields are active across your entire fleet right now, courtesy of Nexara's ancient sanctum. Pro tip, gravitational distortion's a dead giveaway when you've got the right tech." Cryon struggled against the field, his voice a strained rasp, his amber eyes wide with disbelief. "How your species is barely out of its cradle." Elena leaned closer, her voice low and icy, each word a precise strike. "We've known your plans for 50 years, General. Our quantum communicators cracked your encryption before I was born. 57 colonies, not 12. Phase-shifting technology, anomaly detectors, and a few other surprises you'll never see coming. We've been listening, building, hiding, playing the part of the naive newcomer while you underestimated us." Tara Lynn spoke, her serene voice cutting through the tension like a blade. "Your treaty was a lie, General. But our trap was meticulous. We needed your fleet here, focused on us while our forces moved. Nathan Wells, his nervous energy replaced by a smirk, added, "Human fleets are securing your military bases across the sector as we speak. Containment fields give us the edge, but our ships seal the deal." Creon's mandibles quivered, his exoskeleton rattling as the reality of his failure sank in his voice, a desperate rasp. "You could have destroyed us outright. Why this charade?" Elena's gaze softened, a flicker of humanity breaking through her steely resolve, a glimpse of the moral compass that guided her. "Because we're not you, Cryon. We don't want annihilation. We want peace, but on our terms, not yours. We're here to build, not burn." Celira, released from the containment field at Elena's signal, gasped, her silver eyes wide with shock and dawning understanding, her empathic senses reeling from the betrayal. "You used me, but not for genocide, for truth," she whispered, her voice trembling. Elena met her gaze steady and earnest. "Join us, Celira. Help us build a galaxy where trust isn't a weapon." The Sanctum's secret days. Before Riza and Wells had navigated the Sanctum's labyrinth, their flashlights casting eerie shadows on runes that pulsed with latent energy. Riza's discovery of the containment field generator was a triumph, but the unearthing of a superweapon, a device capable of vaporizing Nexara and its orbiting fleet, posed a moral dilemma. "We could end the Zorath threat in seconds," Riza had mused, her grin fading as she considered the cost. Elena, via secure comms, was resolute. "No, we don't slaughter millions to win. We outsmart them." Her choice, rooted in humanity's refusal to mirror the Zorath's ruthlessness, resonated with Celira when she learned of it, cementing her trust in Earth's vision, a seed of alliance that would bloom in the summit's aftermath. The Valther Rebellion. As the containment field held the Zorath delegates, a new voice crackled through the chamber's comms, sharp and defiant. Clyra Thal, a Valther exile and hacker, had been watching from the shadows, her bioluminescent crests blazing with fury. Inspired by the legendary Zara and Vera Thal from the Fire of Solace, who united humans and Cryons on Glossus 9, to overthrow a tyrant, Clyra had spent years building a rebel network to challenge the Zorath's oppression of her people. Using stolen access codes, she hacked the Zorath's Galactic network, broadcasting their invasion plot to every conquered world, her voice a rallying cry. The Zorath lie. They plan to crush Earth and enslave us all. Rise, brothers and sisters, freedom is now her transmission, amplified by human relays, sparked uprisings across Valther colonies with oppressed species, Naga miners, Cryon laborers joining the call, their defiance a wildfire that threatened the Zorath's dominion. Creon's redemption. Cryon, frozen but conscious, listened as Elena's words pierced his arrogance, her blend of defiance and hope stirring a flicker of doubt in his warrior's heart. Zikra, partially freed by a glitch, seized a hidden console, her antenna twitching as she attempted to activate the Sanctum's superweapon, a desperate bid to obliterate Nexara and humanity's fleets. "We'll burn them all," she hissed, her crests flaring. Cryon, wrestling against the field, roared, "No, this ends now." With a surge of will, he broke free, tackling Zikra and disabling the console, his exoskeleton cracking under the strain. Turning to Elena, his amber eyes met hers, a silent plea in their depths. "I was wrong," he rasped. "Grant me asylum. Let me atone." Elena nodded, her voice steady. "You're with us now, Cryon. Help us build." The conquered summit's aftermath was a seismic shift in the galaxy's fabric, with the Zorath fleet immobilized and human forces securing their bases. The Zorath High Council, led by Overlord Zixthar, appeared via hologram, their massive forms diminished by defeat. Zixthar's voice was a venomous hiss, but his rage masked desperation as uprisings spread. "What are your terms, human?" he demanded. Elena stood tall, her presence commanding despite her smaller stature. Sovereignty for Earth's 57 systems, non-aggression pacts, with all conquered species and trade reforms for equality. Your fleet will be freed once signed with tech to prevent backlash. Zixthar's crests darkened, but with Clyra's broadcasts fueling rebellions, he had no choice. Agreed, he spat the word, a bitter surrender. The Nixara Accord was born, a pact that recognized human sovereignty, established peace protocols, and granted autonomy to Valthar rebels, with Celera as a mediator, her empathic wisdom bridging divides. Clyra's network became a galactic voice, ensuring the Zorath could never reclaim their tyranny. Creon, granted asylum, joined a human research outpost, his expertise aiding studies of Nixara's ruins, a quiet atonement for his past. Elena, standing on the spire as Nixara's crimson sun set, felt a flutter in her womb. Elira, her unborn child, with Silas, a Valthar aide, whose love had blossomed in the summit's chaos. Elira's bioelectric field, even now, pulsed like a star, a symbol of unity that would light the galaxy's future. Their love, forged in betrayal's fire, was a beacon proving truth, and unity could conquer even the darkest stars. If Elena and Silas's saga set your soul ablaze, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to join our cosmic crew. Drop a comment, did their cunning thrill you, or are you craving more galactic epics? Let's keep the stars burning bright. Catch you in the void.